Hey, it's Random Pop Culture News Freak here, aka MannyTendoWolverine. As always, you guys are wrestling shirts on the SWJ Channel. I mean, Twitter, Twitch stream, all the other good stuff. And of course, all my links, etc., etc., Linktree. Just in case this channel ever shuts down. Twitter, Instagram, all that too. I haven't said that in like 3 years, my God. But anyways, Twitter, Instagram part, but anyways, this says this might be super ancient, but it's extremely important news to me. Second one, I'll probably just read a tiny little bits and pieces of the article. I read the whole thing, it bored me to tears, but then again, I'm not the audience when it comes to like the book novels and the comic book series and the Amazon series, especially for this shit, for Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. My God. Oh my, shout out, I've said this chick's name in like 4 years. The chick Dark Titan. I could tell the way she does it from her own little lens. I don't want to say too many names, but some of these people are way over obsessed fans, and it's just, I don't know, man. Views with her are starting to change a little bit, starting to go more into politics stuff. So one of that chick doesn't get that many views, even I barely get any either, but anyways, Crash Spyro 4 Remake Remastered developers saying releasing new game. And of course, this is like actually some rumors that was going on Twitter Tuesday, Wednesday, a couple days ago. You kind of got to see this on Saturday, but this is one of the most extremely important news. I haven't done anything like as far as covering like video game industry news. Nothing on Spyro since probably like early 2020. So it's been a while. So this comes from Rory Young. Gotta credit is due. I'm reading the whole article for this. The other one, no offense to anyone that's a Lord of the Rings, JT Tolkien powers or whatever, like. Maybe the way she views JT or JP Tolkien, or JTRL Tolkien, however you say his name. She probably views him the same way like I used to review the late and great old school Satoru Wada and the other two dudes, which was completely not getting into it. I heard some really, really nasty, unfortunate rumors. Not into him. The way I view Mr. Sakurai and Mr. Shigeru Miyamoto and all these people I idolize and worship them for so many years. Literally, but anyways. Nice Spyro music in the background. I felt it was appropriate. So anyways, 2 days ago. Yeah, but then again, I heard some real crazy rumors about they're doing like some real evil Blizzard Activision shit over there from Nintendo, which I don't know if I want to cover that one, honestly. To be honest with you, I'm not sure if it's real or fake. I might wait for a few days before I talk about that one. Stay tuned. If I find out the shit's fake, I'm not talking about it, but if I find out it's real, I might get emotionally angry and pissed off. I don't know. I don't really want to do that too much anymore either, because getting up there in age, YouTube-wise. So it says Toys4BOB has recently gone through a major transition. In 2020, game developers co-founder Paul Rines and Fred Ford left the studio and found a new team under a new leadership. It was also announced that Toys4BOB, I haven't said that name, my God, almost 4 years, would have become a support studio for Call of Duty series Warzone, Crash Bandicoot 4, and it's about time. Excuse me, I just had a Sprite. Or actually, no Mountain Dew Ice, but swear to God, I'm not sponsored. It's about time, and Spyro Reignited Trilogy. The developer may not be working on its own projects too, however, a Twitter post from Toys4BOB hints that something is coming up in the production's announcement very soon. A recent tweet from the original Toys4BOB, which recently accounts has shared photos of wall games. The feature will feature the 17 fixture frames, each holding a game box over the disc. I'm not sure if these are the rumors that were popping off like a mother effer on Twitter a few days ago. It might have been, may not have, I don't know. It might be she says she's just hearsay, might be fake, might be real rumors. I hope it's real. Radio Australia, Jesus God, I hope that's real. The rumors are legit. So there's an 18th frame on the wall with it. Question mark logo? Label inside of the detonate or denote that a surprise could be in store for Toys4BOB fans. The message attached to it also points hints of the upcoming surprise. That's pretty convenient. We have more space to cover. Of course, they have more space to cover than God, because they didn't know it sucked. But anyways, I gotta play some other old school Spyro music. This is one of my favorites of all time, too. I'll leave the link to the whole playlist down below if you want to vibe with it yourself. It's good, natural, old school nostalgia vibes. The remake, some of the remastered songs were okay, but some are hit or miss for me. Toys4BOB has a new project in development that could be an announcement that's forthcoming, though it could be just Toys4BOB wanted to share news of something else in the works. If I can't think about it for some time, and I was going to read this from Video Games Chronicles, so link to that down below since I'm not reading that one. So this is from Toys4BOB. Thanks for playing along. How did you guess more correctly? No. It's pretty convenient we have more space on the wall. Oh shoot. They do. They definitely, absolutely, positively freaking do. It goes on to say, oh, that's it. It's more, no more. As for what a new project could be, there's no obvious answer for Toys4BOB working on Call of Duty. It's a new direction for the studio, which could lead to new directions of the studios. Perhaps Call of Duty Warzone experience is installed in the team shift towards FPS development, or it could work on the remasters of past Activision hits in the genre. Yeah, Blizzard and Activision now they look the same that they used to, especially when I was in the 90s, early mid-2000s, mainly, more specifically, early mid-late 2000s, because a lot of PC games started getting way, way popular, but I didn't play until like way, way after. Then freshman year, 2008 or 9, community college, that's when I started getting the PC games, so I was a late bloomer in PC games. So as fans of Toys4BOB will know, the studio's motto, wheelhouse remains platforming games. Crash Bandicoot 4 About Time was a striking success, as well as Spyro Reignited Trilogy Remaster. Toys4BOB could easily be working on a new Crash Bandicoot or Spyro game. I hope to God it's not microtransaction. Please don't let bullshit NFTs or fake DLC shit content or loot box shit be a thing on there. I'm just saying. But in this day and age, I wouldn't be surprised that's sadly normal for a lot of the Gen Z kids. No, trying to generalize all of them, because there's got to be a handful at least of you Gen Z kids that got to be smarter than that shit. Hopefully not every single one of you playing Fortnite and Genshin Impact every day. But let's move on. Needless to say, Valorant to a certain extent, all eyes will be watching for a new Toys4BOB announcement, which was shared in the upcoming game events. Oh man, I really hope it was. There certainly wasn't a real coming in too soon for Toys4BOB. It was just a confirmation to a new game in the works, which should be enough to hold fans over for a feasible or foreseeable amount of the future. Overall thoughts, views, and opinions, I really hope they're not BSing. And more than likely it's going to be November, December, if not maybe early January, February, March, beginning of 2023 by the time any of this shit comes out. But then again, I did say I may be taking a permanent leave forever in video game industry news, so there's that next year. So I may never know in 2023. But I still might focus a shitload more stuff on like anime stuff and nostalgia stuff. I don't know. Just my certain sort of, not want to say hypocritical lens per se, but a little bit of blunt, straight to the point sort of thing. So like I said, I think I might go full time either on Odyssey or Brighteon by next year. The way this site YouTube's going, to be honest with you. And you'll still see me once in a while, but it might just be once or twice a year. It depends. So this one's from Hollywood Reporter. Lord of the Rings and Rings of Power. Original trilogy, House of the Dragon premiere. I'm not reading the whole thing, but I give credit cards to, I guess, Hollywood Reporter. But anyways, let's continue on. So it says, any Lord of the Rings fans out there, this guy's for you. I'm not real hardcore into it. I only cared about the movies and that was it. And a little bit of Desolation, some of the other three ones of The Hobbit. My personal opinion is all the graphics were beautiful. The story foretold was freaking phenomenal. And all the actors and actresses on that mother effort was chef's freaking kiss badass. I'm not sure about the Rings of Power one. I know they're going to have the diversity and inclusiveness bullshit that they're probably going to be having a lot on there. Some people are probably going to like that. Some people are going to hate the hell out of that. To each his own. I might give it a shot, though. I don't know. So it says, you guys create this, and I'm not going to read bits and pieces. This is only half of the article. Composer Bear McCree, known for his work for the fantasy projects like Outlander, Black Snails, never heard of these two. It's just for TV and streaming TV stuff sites, which I rarely ever use, so there's that. Echoed a similar sentiment. They saw craftily scores complemented the existing or extending existing music. Long sort of the distances. Oh my god, it's completely not going on topic, but I haven't seen this for a while. And forever, man. There's one person I found, I'm not going to give them no credit or no any of that stuff. Not because he's LGBTQIA plus community, but I know he talked about Wendy Williams a few times though. And he does good too. But yeah, I'm not reading any of these people's comments. I'm just reading bits and pieces. Ahead of this September, I'm gonna be jumping around a lot in this one. September debutation Amazon Prime Rings of Power to premiere comes just 2 weeks after anticipated HBO's premiere Game of Thrones and the prequel, of course. I thought it was a spin-off, House of the Dragon. While it may be a battle of to stream the Rings of Power and the cast on the side, everyone was fantasy. Now, House of the Dragon, that's going to be a big, massively huge win for people in the House of the Dragon one. This is the thing. I swear to God, I'm not saying it's like the worst thing ever. To me, Game of Thrones, I gotta say it as nice as I possibly can, wasn't my cup of tea. I'm not saying it's the worst, like, yeah, it's like, oh, this wokeism and all that. No, it has nothing to do with that. All these women, all these other things in power and all that, shitload of diversity and inclusivity there, but it's just, to me, it's just extra massively boring. I'm sorry, that shit put me to sleep after the first 2 episodes and I was up. It had no appeal to me. Yeah, the cool stuff with the dragons, the cool sound effects, and then it had a lot of INCEST, like Sweet Home Alabama shit that I wasn't crazy about. If you catch my drift on that, and some of the males who's in there and females, are just their acting was, my personal opinion, I'm not gonna say god awful BS. It was kindergarten acting, in my personal opinion. I know people aren't gonna like that, but just Game of Thrones never resonated with me. Way back when it came out, like 2011 or 12. I think I was still like junior, senior year when I was going to college at that time. So Ancient and it ended literally a year after the pandemic scam never happened in 2020. It was like 2019. I never saw the appeal for it. I'm sorry. And it's sad. And I'm not one to you're probably gonna unsubscribe after hearing that, but I had to say it, man. I'm sorry. This is definitely a lot of support the actors out of Clark. Commemorating. I have no idea how you say that. The Rings of Power cast has folks over at the House of the Dragon. There's a lot of demand when you're looking for something this big. Yeah, it might have the epic music and all that. It just didn't resonate with me, didn't vibe with me positively. Let's move on. Coming on to a roaring rip panel at Comic-Con Hall H. The cast is excited for the audiences to finally see what they have been working on for the past 3 years. I hope they are taking away the amount of love and respect that we've known this. The source material said Benjamin Walker, I have no idea what that is, plays High King Gilgad about the Die-Hard fans show's reactions. This quote, that's anyone who's nervous enough that we won't take care of this just goes, oh no, we've not only taken care of it, we put our love into it. Like I said, I don't know. Added Cynthia Adaya Rob, I have no idea who any of these people are. I don't know if they're all British, Australian actors, and they didn't get real big like Chris Hemsworth, Emily Blunt did, or any of those other fools, but it is what it is. Even Patrick Stewart, but let's move on. Who portrays Queen of Regents or Regents? Muriel of the show says, quote, Tolkien's literature is something that was just so vast and dense. There's a room for many adaptive types of adaptations. We're not just a few, and I'm sure it'll be many more. But yeah, there's not really much overall thoughts using finance to say. And this is another thing, I'm going to be stepping on so many people's toes when I say this, but this is another reason all the elvish, worldish sort of thing. The only thing I cared about me because I was an old school Nintendo fanboy, anything elvish, like sort of Forest, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Legend of Zelda vibes, is Legend of Zelda. All the Legend of Zelda games almost. That's the only type of like fairy tale-ish European style, like folklore fairy tale I gave a crap about. The old school League of Legends, World of Warcraft, all these other ones, is just, I'm not saying it's bad, it's just I wasn't raised with a lot of this stuff. Plus, being in a straight, at the time I was in the 90s, because in a strict Christian household, and none of my cousins were into that shit. My family wasn't definitely massively not into that shit, because, it's Satanism, you're gonna go to hell, and all that. It wasn't just the 80s satanic panic thing that was going on, it was a 90s satanic panic shit going on too. It just, I never cared for it. Not because I thought, they're all demons, they're gonna send me to hell and purgatory, or disobeying God, Jesus' word, no, it wasn't any of that shit. It was just, it bored the hell out of me. You just gotta read so many big ass books and novels to be a fan of that. I didn't have time for it, and I still don't now. That's all I gotta say for now. Keeping that thing short. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen, fanboys and fans talking movie. See you guys at day of the night where things are there. Stay tuned for random mangas and video game instruments. Peace. Goodbye.